Best friends don't always make the best roommates. Whether you're going to have one roommate or many roommates, whether you've just met your roommate or you've known your roommate for a long time, you need to have a roommate agreement. A roommate agreement can set forth the legal issues, how you're going to divide rent, for example. If someone has a bigger bedroom than somebody else, you may want to pay a different amount of rent. But it also can clear the air about the common daily activities in the house, such as sharing food. Are you going to have a community fund and everyone goes shopping once or twice a month? Or is everyone going to be on their own and everybody has their own shelf in the refrigerator, for example? What are the cleanliness expectations? Are you going to have a cleaning schedule? And if so, who cleans the bathrooms and when? What happens if somebody doesn't clean the bathroom? All these things can be decided in a roommate agreement. Also, what about privacy? Are you going to share your personal property or not? Are you going to have a study time and a party time? What about overnight guests? All of these things can be put out in paper, and it's not just to sit down and verbally agree about these things, but sit down and write them out. That way everybody understands what's expected of them and what they expect of the other roommates. Now, while your lease is a legally binding contract between you and your landlord, the roommate agreement is a legally binding contract between you and your roommates. Not that you're necessarily going to want to enforce that contract, but it can also clear the air about disputes you may have later on in your rental. Now, be forewarned, a roommate agreement does not justify over-occupying a property. In fact, over-occupancy of a property can render a roommate agreement null and void, basically make it unenforceable. For more information on over-occupancy, you can check out our video on that, or you can always come into off-campus housing and we can talk about your specific situation.